What is up everybody, it's Owen here from Devil's Watches, back with a new video. But picture this, before we start, COVID-19, it's after taking over. We don't know what to do. The world is ending. Doomsday is here. What watch do you wear? So today we're going to go through the 3 watches that I think are your best Doomsday watches. If everything does fall apart, these are the watches you need to have. But before we get to that, please subscribe before Doomsday. Watch number 1. This is the watch you need. It's a Breitling Emergency. It should be here. If not, I need to practice my editing, but hopefully you can see it here. The main thing with this watch is that it sends out emergency transmissions. So if you can see from under the bottom crowns, it's an antenna that you twist out and you can pull, and it'll send your signal out for 160 kilometers radius. So this is amazing. The watch is built for pilots. Say you're in a situation where your plane's going down, you need to get out, eject yourself. This is the watch you need. Also, it's titanium, so it's light. It is a big watch, but it's titanium, so you won't feel like it if you are traveling for a long time with no food or water because the world is ending. But the main thing about this watch is it sends out that signal. You never know. Will Smith could be sitting there at the end of the dock in I Am Legend, listening out for his radio, and then what happens? Beep, beep, beep. It's you. You get to live with Will Smith forever. What? Even his little dog. We all know what happens to dog. But yeah, this is a great watch for the end of the world, so check it out. It also has a compass, and it's sturdy. It's a Breitling. It's a good brand that will last the test of time. Watch number 2, you guessed it, G-Shock. We went with the range band. This watch is amazing. I didn't really know much about it, but when I was Googling what watches I thought, I came across this one, and it is class. So it's water resistant, it's mud resistant, so you can drop in the biggest pile of mud and you can still press your buttons and nothing will get in. It's temperature resistant. It can go down to minus 20 degrees Celsius, which depends on what part of the world you're in, you might need. It has one of the best things that I think it has backtrack. So you can track your journey through the GPS in the watch, and then if you get lost, you can follow your steps back to where you were, say your base or whatever. Because if the world's ending and I'm stuck out in the forest, my biggest fear is going around in circles, around and around and around. But this, you're lucky, you can get away with that. Also, it has GPS that is powered by the solar, like a lot of Seiko watches. You can power by the sun. So while you do need to charge this watch if it's not getting sunlight, but you can charge it with the sunlight, and it can last up to 30 hours, I think. So, you know, as long as you're in an area that gets sun, the whole world gets sun. Well, the majority of the world gets sun. Not so much in Ireland, but you know, we get it sometimes. So this can look after you. So this is a great watch, and it's a G-Shock. I'm wearing my G-Shock because if I had to pick one watch out of my collection that I'd have to go with for the rest of my life, if Doomsday come, I go on my G-Shock. Extreme protection. This thing is a beast. So next, on to our 3rd watch. So for our 3rd watch, we are going to go with a Rolex. You can't make a list of watches without putting a Rolex in there. Put the hate below if you think that I'm always talking about Rolexes, but I'm going to go with Deep Sea. It has a water resistance of 3,900 meters. And like everything, if water can't get in, not much else can get in. So this watch will last you forever. If the end of the world goes on for too long, your watch will still be there. You might be gone, but your watch will still be there. It's Rolex, it's reliable. It's got the oyster steel bracelet and case. So you don't need to worry about this watch getting damaged or anything. This watch will last. And on a side note, if everything does come back together and the end of the world isn't the end of the world, you got a Rolex. Win-win. You got the nicest looking watch out of our list. You're not walking into the bar after Doomsday is done and you're like, how do we get through that? You're walking in with your Rolex, not your Casio, not your crazy looking Breitling. You got your Deep Sea. So that's another bonus. So there's the 3 watches that I think if we go into Doomsday, these are the watches you need. But if you have any ideas, please let me know. Comment below. And once again, you will not be able to sleep at night if you haven't subscribed to Devil's Watches. So go ahead, check us out on our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. Check the website www.devilwatches.com. And yeah, please support us in these hard times. So thank you, and I'll see you next week for our next video.